Hello students, hope all of you are fine. So dear children, we are doing the chapter cell, the basic unit of life. So dear children, basic history part we had done in our previous video. So in this video we are going to discuss about types of cell, okay, then structure, shape, okay, then prokaryotic cell. So let's discuss first the types of cell. So we have three type of cells. Okay, one is undifferentiated or stem cell, differentiated or post mitotic cell, and dedifferentiated cells. Okay, a multicellular organism is composed of numerous cells. The cells are of three main types. As I told you, they are undifferentiated stem cells, differentiated post mitotic cells, and dedifferentiated cells. Now let's discuss one by one. Undifferentiated or stem cells, these are unspecialized cells which usually possess the power of division. Stem cells, apical, okay, stem apical meristem, root apical meristem, vascular cambium, cork cambium, stratum, germinatum, okay, of skin, then germinal epithelium, bone marrow, etc. They contain the stem cells. Zygote is also an undifferentiated cluster of cell, okay, that is a union of the male and female gamete. Fine. So now next we have is the differentiated or post mitotic cell. The cells are specialized to perform specific functions. Differentiation occur in the shape, size, structure, and function through the orderly switching on and off of some particular genes of the cell, okay, by means of chemical named as inducers and repressors. Okay, so due to inducers activity, the cell division will go on, and repressor will stop the division of the cells. Now it leads to better organization, division of labor, and higher efficiency. Duplication of work is avoided by this process. Now last type is dedifferentiated cell. They are differentiated cell which revert to undifferentiated state to take over the function of division. The process by which they lose their specialization is called dedifferentiation. Okay, it involves reactivation of certain genes and prevent differentiation, allow limited growth, and induce division. Cork cambium of plants is always produced through dedifferentiation. Dedifferentiation helps in healing of wound, regeneration in animals, or vegetative propagation in plant. Cell culture experiments are based on this dedifferentiation of the cells. Now next topic is compartmentalization for cellular life. Every cell behave as compartment because it is completely covered over a membrane known as plasma membrane or plasma lemma. It may also possess some internal compartments in the form of membrane line organelles like mitochondria, plastid, lysosomes, Golgi bodies, nucleus, etc. Non-membranous organelles occur in both the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, for example, ribosomes. Now, separation from extracellular medium. Plasma membrane of the cell segregate its protoplasm from the extracellular medium. As a result, protoplasm does not mix with the latter. It allows the cell to maintain its chemical pool orderliness and structure and reaction, in contrast to disorderly distribution and random reaction of molecules in the extracellular medium. Now next is selectively permeability. A cell is not a closed compartment. Okay, its plasma membrane is selectively permeable. That means it allows selective exchange of the material, okay, between the cell interior and extracellular medium. The cell is thus able to maintain its internal composition quite different from that of the extracellular medium. Accumulation: most cells accumulate inorganic nutrients against their concentration gradient. Seaweeds have iodine in concentration 2 million times the one present in sea water. Next we have is the interconnection. Compartmentalization helps the cell to maintain their individuality. However, cells of multicellular organism do not remain isolated. Cells of plant tissues are often connected with one another through the cytoplasmic bridge, and that is called plasmodesmata. Junction occur among the animal cells. Recognition: the cells are able to recognize one another due to presence of specific chemicals on their surface. Thus, separated cell of different species of sponges would segregate species wise if they are allowed to come together. Similar cells of higher animals would segregate tissue wise. Okay. Next we have is the communication and exchange. The different cells of an organism communicate as well as exchange material with one another. Next we have is intracellular compartmentalization. Membrane lined cell organelles act as intracellular compartment. They allow the cell to separate diverse type of chemical reactions. Okay, so many reactions go on inside the cell and they need to be separated. Okay, now next we have is the cell and open system. Now an open system is the one which is separated from its surrounding by a boundary that allow transfer of material and energy across it. Cell is an open system because it receives a number of material including the energy containing nutrients from outside. It liberates energy as heat and send out excretions. Now let's discuss about the cell size. Okay, now cell size and cell shapes. So there is a wide variation in the size, shape and activities of the cell. Smallest cell are those of the mycoplasma. They have size of 0.1 to 0.5 mu meter, okay, or micrometer. Bacteria measures 3 to 5 micrometer in length. Virus are still smaller. They do not have a cellular structure. Smallest virus has a volume of 7 into 10 to the power minus 7 micrometer per cubic meter. Okay, the smallest mycoplasma has the volume of 1 into 10 to the power minus 3 micro per cubic meter, while the smallest bacterium possesses the volume of 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 micro per cubic meter. Unicellular eukaryotes have a size of 1 to 1000 micrometers. Sporozoites of Plasmodium is only 2 micrometer long. Then cells of multicellular eukaryotes have a size range of 5 micrometer, 5 to 100 micrometer. Among multicellular organisms, human erythrocyte RBC are 7 micrometer in diameter. Some lymphocytes are still smaller, that is 6 micrometer in size. Cells of kidney, liver, skin and intestine are 20 to 30 micrometer in diameter. Muscle and nerve cells are comparatively very large. A striated muscle can be 1 to 40 millimeter long and 30 to 80 micrometer in thickness. Longest cell of the body. Yes, longest cell of the body is neuron or nerve cell which may reach a length of 90 centimeter. Amongst plant, the large cell occur in many alga. Internodal cells of Chara are 1 to 10 centimeter in length. Acetabularia, a unicellular alga, is up to 10 centimeter in length. It differentiates into rhizode, stalk and cap. Plant fibers are cotton 55 centimeter in rami. So plant fiber are still longer 4 centimeter in cotton, okay, and 55 centimeter in rami, 30 to 90 centimeter in jute and over a meter in hemp. In general, eggs are large size cell because they store food for the partial or complete development of the embryo. Human egg is slightly over 0.1 millimeter or 100 micrometer in diameter. It has a volume 1.4 into 10 to the power 6 micrometer micro per cubic meter or 0.1 million times that of the human sperm, that is 1.7 into 10 to the power 1 micrometer per cubic meter, okay, micro per cubic meter. Then it has the volume of 1.4 into 10 to the power 6 micro cubic meter, or it is 0.1 million times that of the human sperms, okay. The avian egg are largest. Hen egg is 60 into 45 millimeter with a volume of 5 into 10 to the power 13 micro cubic meter, while the egg of the ostrich is 170 into 150 millimeter with a volume of 1.1 into 10 to the power 15 micro cubic meter. Okay, now shape of the cells you can see on the screen. Okay, the cells vary in the shape. They may be disc like, polygonal, columnar, cuboidal, amoeboid, thread like or irregular. The shape of the cell is related to its position. Okay, then flat in the surface cells, polygonal in the cortex and function. The RBCs are biconcave to pass through the capillaries and carry oxygen. WBCs are irregular to do phagocytosis. Nerve cells are long to conduct impulse. Sperms have tail for the motility, etc. On basis of organization of DNA, the cells are of two types, that is prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. The organism having prokaryotic cells are called prokaryotes, and they are nowadays placed in a superkingdom called prokaryota. Other organisms having eukaryotic cells are included in the superkingdom Eukaryota. Now, prokaryotic cells occur in bacteria, blue-green algae, Chlamydia, Archaebacteria, and Mycoplasma or PPLO, pleuropneumonia-like organisms. Now, let's discuss about the prokaryotic cells. Now, nuclear material DNA is naked and lies variously coiled in the cytoplasm. It is often called the genophore, nuclear body or nucleoid. It is equivalent to single naked chromosome and is therefore also called prochromosome. Many prokaryotes also have additional small cellular DNA entities called the plasmid. Plasmid carry additional specific factor like nitrogen fixation, resistant fertility, etc. Next we have is the cell wall. It is present in the bacteria and cyanobacteria. A cell wall is absent in Mycoplasma or pleuropneumonia like bacteria organism. Now flagella and fimbriae. Okay, flagella are present in some bacteria only. The bacterial flagella are single stranded as compared to 11 stranded flagella of the eukaryotes. In some bacteria, the non-motile appendage is called pili or fimbriae. Pili or fimbriae also occur. They take part in the attachment. For example, We have Neisseria, gonorrhea, and conjugation in case of E. coli. Okay, E. coli or Escherichia coli. Then photosynthetic thylakoids, blue-green algae, and some bacteria are the photoautotrophic. This photosynthetic thylakoid live freely in the cytoplasm. They are not organized into the chloroplast. Membrane-lined cell organelles, the prokaryotic cell lacks the mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, microtubules, microfilaments, and centrioles. Okay, all these organelles are absent in the prokaryotic cell. Vacuole, typical vacuole are doubtful. Instead, complex gas vacuoles are present in the prokaryotic cell. Ribosomes are 70 as compared to 80 as, similar to 70 as ribosomes occur inside the chloroplast and the mitochondria of eukaryotes. One envelope system. In prokaryotic cell, the membrane-bound cell organelles are absent, so that there is a single membrane that surrounds the cell. Hence, prokaryotes have a single membrane or envelope system. In eukaryotes, many organelles are surrounded by their own converging membrane in addition to the cell membrane that cover the whole cell. Therefore, eukaryotes have a double membrane or two envelope system or organization. DNA content is low in prokaryotic cell. Transcription and translation both occur in cytoplasm. Respiratory enzymes usually lie in contact with the cell membrane. Now in bacterial cell, we can say it is primitive type of cell, and genetic material is not organized in the form of nucleus, but instead it lies freely in the naked supercoiled state in the cytoplasm. Hence it is known as prochromosome or nucleoid. Okay. Now prokaryotic cells are known for their rapid multiplication. Average size is 2.0 to 2.6 micrometer long and 1.1 to 1.5 micrometer wide. The shape in shape, bacteria cell are of many types. Mycelia form is found in the actinomycetes. Okay, so we can say the different structures of the bacteria. Coccus. Okay, coccus is berry. Coccus bacteria are spherical or ovoid in the outline. Depending upon their grouping, they are called monococcus occurring singly, and diplococcus in twos, tetracoccus in the tetrads, streptococcus in chain, staphylococcus irregular grape-like cluster, and sarcina, that is three-dimensional geometrical form. Bacillus, next form. Okay, bacillus is rod like. The bacterium is slightly straight and cylindrical, like a rod, which end with ends being flat, rounded, or cigar shaped. It has three special type: diplobacillus in two, and then palisade bacillus like a stack, and Streptobacillus in chain. Now next we have is the spirillum. Spirillum is coiled. In Latin it is coiled. The bacteria is coiled like or corkscrew or spirillum. Spirochete aggregation does not occur in this case. Okay, Vibrio, the body of the bacteria is like comma, curved rod or single turn of spiral. Vibrio clary, like spirillum bacteria, the Vibrio forms live singly. Okay, next we have stalk. The bacterium possesses a stalk, or for example we have Caulobacter. Okay, and budding, the bacteria is swollen at the place, that is rhodomicrobium. Flagellation, depending upon the presence or absence of flagella, bacteria are grouped into the flagellated and non-flagellated types. The various forms of flagellation are Acticos, okay, flagella is absent. Monotrichous, a single flagellum occur at or near one end of bacteria. Amphitrichous, flagella at each of the two ends. Lophotrichous, a group of tuft of the flagella is found only at one end. Next we have is Cephalotrichous, a tuft or group of flagella occur at each of the two end or the poles. The term Amphitrichous is also used for this condition. Next we have is Peritrichous. A number of flagella are distributed all over the surfaces. So these are about the bacteria. Now let's discuss the gram positive and gram negative bacteria. Grouping is based on the reaction of the bacteria to the gram stain, that is Christian Gram in 1884. Bacteria stained first with weakly alkaline solution of crystal violet or gentian violet. When all of them pick up blue color, they are then treated with 0.5% iodine solution, followed by washing with the water and then absolute alcohol or acetone. Now bacteria which retain blue or purple color are known as gram positive bacteria, that is Bacillus subtilis. Okay, then bacteria which do not retain any stain and become colorless are termed as gram negative bacteria, for example E. coli. Gram negative bacteria are commonly stained with the safranin. Okay, washing of the stain in gram negative bacteria is due to high lipid content of the cell wall, which get dissolved in the organic solvent like the acetone. Okay, so in this video we'll discuss about these topics only, and in next week video we'll discuss about the components of the bacterial cells. Okay, the various parts of the bacterial cell.